All right, let's see if my camera and my mic. Alrighty. If everyone can hear me, let me know. I do this now, so in case YouTube's censoring me, I unplug my microphone after I already start my stream. So I hope everybody's having an excellent start to the last day of the year of 2020 vision. And I hope everybody is making it through the year. And you got to remember it's the little things, not only the big things in life, that keep us going. For me, it's my four little smiles that I wake up to and go to night at night thinking about. So it's love in my heart for my little ones and humanity that keeps me going, guys. So on that note, I wanted to come on here. Maybe I'll come on here later tonight, but I want to come on here right now and explain some of the strange things that I see, the optics, and I don't know. I'm going to piece it all together. I'm not the best YouTuber. I don't write anything down. I kind of go off of it, off my head. So I came by this last night, and this man, Jake, that I'm about to show you, he's a shaman, a white magic shaman. I didn't know that until last night, but for some reason, his channel has dropped off my radar on my two channels. That I haven't seen a video from him at all in quite some time, at least a month or two. So somehow I forgot his channel name, but I found him on Right Side of Broadcasting last night being interviewed. So let's pull this up and we'll get to it.
Herculean task, right? We're looking at 100,000 signatures per board of supervisor in the COVID era. So, it's going to be a big task, but you know what? I think the people are up for it.
All right. Well, I'll wait for you to bring our next guest over to us. Appreciate it so much. We've also got Jake. Let me bring Jake. I call him Jake the Indian. Let me step aside here. I walked up here earlier. I walked up here from my hotel. There was really no one around. And then all of a sudden, I started hearing a drum beating over and over again. And the voice of this gentleman right here, Jake, thanks for joining us. What brings you here today?
Oh, well, we're making history. We're holding the line here in Arizona because Arizona is a swamp and a cesspool in and of itself. And that's why they tried to call Arizona, first on Fox News.
Okay, so I'm going to post up some video of you dancing and doing your music. Let's talk about the spiritual aspect of what you do. And you'll probably do a little bit here before we get kicked off today.
Sure. So what I do is I practice something known as shamanism. And in shamanism, they sing, they dance, they drum, and they inform the community. They dress up in a way that chases off evil spirits. The singing and the drumming is about chasing off evil spirits because sound actually precedes electromagnetic activity. So when you sing and you drum, especially when you do so really loudly, you end up affecting the quantum realm. And this has been being done for thousands of years to ward off evil spirits, ward off negative timelines, and to basically bring positive energy. So part of the reason why I dress this way is because if we were going to have like a infiltrator or something like that, they'd be a witch, they'd be a sorcerer or something like that on the dark side. So I practice life magic. I practice the light side or the positive side of shamanism. And when they see me, they go, "Oh, yeah, we got a big fish out here. We better not try and stir things up."
Well, we appreciate you coming out here, of course, adding a spiritual realm to all of this to fight off the evil. But this is what it's all about. This is about fighting off evil, fighting off leftism and communism, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. God bless you. Well, I'm sure we'll hear from you later, and I'll put that video up on our Facebook page as well.
He's amazing. I've been watching him for a while, over a year or more, and I don't know what happened to him, Deb. I just noticed last night that I haven't been getting videos from his channel. Now I can't even remember what his channel's name was. So I just seen him on Right Side of Broadcasting, and I couldn't believe they interviewed him because I've been watching him, and he goes in Arizona, in his town, city square, and does his protesting quite often. Let's see, he's a truther. He reports on good intel. Haven't heard anything out of him in a while, but he practices white magic and shamanism and drumming, and what he's saying about frequencies is very true. And I've practiced that on my channel. And I've had my moments where I come on here and I've drummed, and I've done that in the last hurricane that came through here. and had the 65, 75-hour winds. At that night, I came out here in this room and put on 432 hertz, and I blasted it for 4 hours. And then the same thing in my house, 432 hertz. So I had them both live streaming and blaring while the storm came over my house, which knocked down a tree next to my tree house and tore up all kinds of trees on my street. All kinds of pine trees went down, but somehow, even there's a tree branch that's hanging, fell on this roof right here, but it's not been removed. But that's how bad the storm was, and it protected my house from the damage that was all around me, because that's how powerful frequency is. And I believe what he's saying, keep the witches and the sorcerers away. You want to sing and play drums and dance. This is actually what a lot of the African people still practice to this day, from the times of the Doga, if I'm saying it right. Those their generations way back quite some time ago is still being carried on, because it's the sound of frequency, drumming, and it's your frequency of your voice. So I'll be practicing that type of shamanism, white magic, tonight, whether it's on YouTube or by myself, because that's what we need to keep away these evil forces. And I know for a fact it works, because I did it with frequency through the black screens, the black witch boards, the Ouija boards, whatever you want to call it, black smoke and mirrors, which is our television, or the black screens with the internet connection, which is frequencies. I'm still blaring it out, 432 hertz. Regardless, whatever way you do it, it's very powerful. So that's what I got to say about that. And if you know his channel name, Deb, let me know, because I would like to look it up. I don't know. I haven't heard on it. I haven't heard from him since October. That's the last time I can remember recalling seeing videos. So maybe he's just busy, or his channel has got deleted from mine, because that does happen. They don't like us to connect with the ones that might be spiritually enlightening or powerful information, so they hide them and bury them. All right, so on that note, let me see where I was going to bring you guys next. Okay, during the Grand Conjunction, I didn't talk very much about it because I've had a really rough month, and it was a really rough week that week before Christmas. 2 weeks before Christmas was really rough. In the Grand Conjunction, my children and I, they were really excited to see it, and we went out and seen it. But however, while we were looking at it for, the time that it was the peak hour, the peak time was right after sunset. But, for a good hour or two, you can go out there and see it really well, and it's close. It's still there, possibly. It might be gone by today. But you could see it, and I couldn't film it because I have a cell phone. My camera's broke, and it just didn't pick it up. But while we were watching Mars, it was really amazing. I seen a UFO, and this thing, and they did too, but they don't research them like I do or anything like that. But this thing, literally, it was light way up there, but it went past Mars. And it did this. This is how I know it was UFO, because it wasn't a plane, because of the movement. It made a U shape, and it kind of went around like that. And then it's the pattern. I couldn't believe it. And it's like something that I've seen. Like I seen a TR3 last year in January, right here outside my house, and between my neighbor and my house, way up there. There's nothing I can do to prove it, because I didn't have a good camera, but I know what I saw. So during the conjunction, I seen a UFO. Now, do I research these things? Absolutely. And I research these things because they're real. We've been seeing UFOs on this planet for quite some time, folks. So I wanted to show you a video from Aurora last night, or I don't know, it was published last night, today.
All new 11.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to get back to my watch list. If I saved it. I did it. Okay, so he published a video last night or today, and he seen something in the air last night, and there were multiple things. And I watched Mavi 777, all kinds of different channels that clearly show there's things in our atmosphere and out there that we can't identify and have very different movement than planes and drones. So I think I found it. Here it is. The name of it's just thousands of ships coming in. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bypass music because I want to talk about this. See how they're in 3 triangle shape and they're keeping it together? Come on. What do you guys think that is? Do you think that's military, air balloons, whatever they want to call it, drones? You tell me. Now, this is, just one clip. Here we go. Very odd, very odd. Okay, what would you say if you've seen that in your vicinity? I think you do the same thing that he's doing. You go post it and show people, because look at how good the video is too with the cell phone. I couldn't even get Saturn and Jupiter on my phone, even though I took video. It was so far up there. Now this is very low because you can film it with your cell phone. Look at that pattern. Yeah. Anybody else see any UFOs lately or unidentified flying objects? Because I did. I seen one in conjunction where it go right past Mars. Yep. And wow. And I've seen these. These are interesting. They remind me of Chinese lanterns. See how they fall out of the sky like that? Oh, wow. Yeah, I've seen so many UFO videos that, not recently, not in the last couple of months, but when I do research them, I go kind of do my research at once, see what's going on. And I do keep up with certain channels like Mavi 777. You can't tell me that these things are airplanes because of the movement. Now, on that one, I couldn't tell you. But a lot of these objects have interesting movement that is just, and it just can't be planes. And they could be drones at times, but a lot of them, no. So, that's that, guys, on Aurora. Check his channel out. Excellent channel. And if you haven't been over here, maybe you want to check out his channel, because he puts out lots of great information. He's a free thinker, a war veteran, and yeah, support us truthers. All right. Now, let me go back and see what else I was going to show you guys. So, everybody have big plans for the new year? Anybody have any different plans for the new year? Other than what's laid out before us? Yep. Oh, boy. Well, for my family, it's looking a little better, I guess. since we own our own business and it's really suffering, and it's been nothing but headaches and just a nightmare. My husband went and got another job, so we're going to keep our shop open up at night, and he's just going to do it as a hobby without the stress of owning a business and running it, so he can enjoy what he does. And he's going to work selling roofs during the day. So that's the plans for my family, which is, anything's better than what we have now going on. So, and I simply, I'm already busy. So it's all on him, my long distance husband that I never see hardly. And yeah, so, just keeping things flowing, and that's all you can do these days. So on that note, hopefully this agenda is not going to be pushed forward on us, but I have a feeling that's not the case, folks, because there's a new strain. Of course, I already called that. I was already warned of this by the old devil doctors. So yes, there's a new strain, of course. So this is not over anytime soon. And we have our own citizens going against each other because they think people should be wearing a mask. And others think, oh, hell no, we're not wearing that mask. So that's a big issue right now with just the fellow man. And that is a problem. We need to live in harmony, and you need to leave each other alone. All right. I get sidetracked. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yep. Sidetracked because I was watching this Governor Kemp.
The all-new 11 Alive Thunder Truck, a mobile weather center with a
Mobile weather center, huh? Yeah, I get distracted by the puppets and their puppeteering. All right, so I watched. This is the reason why I kind of came out here is because Kemp. They came out this morning, and I happened to wake up and watch this dog and pony show, and I was like, oh my gosh, they are lying through their damn teeth. So I can't say anything more than just show you, and you guys can I'm going to clip it to where you need to see it, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about, because I simply can't say anything about anything that's going on with this. So they'll kick my video off, and they'll give me a copyright strike because I'm bad-mouthing the old pandemic. I'll give them a like, even though I don't like this, because I'm showing their information. Oh boy, we got a long commercial here or what? Okay, so I think I turned it on. Let me make sure where I got it. It's going to be somewhere in this area. Oh, look at this. This is in slow-mo. It's just kind of funny.
Potential to save many, many lives.
Sure it is. Sure. Okay, I gotta watch my mouth. So I'm gonna play this back normal, and I meant to put closed captioning, and they're not gonna let me. No closed captioning on this video? Of course not. Of course not. Criminals. Hold on, we got a commercial. Okay. Sorry, guys. I you know how much I despise the brainwashing of their commercials. Okay, so somewhere in here, let's just watch it, and I'm going to cut it off at the point where you kind of get the gist. I hope this is where I came in on it, but it's just really crazy what these people say. She has her little mask. I think it's right. Is it right? It's just really, if you think about it in a criminal matter, you gotta watch what I'm saying. Let's just play it here.
Oh, I really appreciate you being here, and I'm just grateful for Governor Kemp's support for moving forward. Thank you so much.
All right, any questions? Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'll let Dr. Toomey speak more to that. She's probably got more later data, as we say sometimes on that. I will say that that's what's so interesting about the scenario that we're in right now. I want Georgians to know that we are going to be, I told people when we started the vaccine rollout that it was going to be a methodical process, and that we knew we would hit situations that, you just don't know how this is going to go. And that's the problem we have right now. We have more people that want to get vaccinated in the metro areas than we have vaccine. And it's completely the reverse of that in parts of rural Georgia. The demand is not there from the people that want to get it, but the vaccine's there. So that's why we're changing. We're moving. We talked to Dr. Redfield about this yesterday. The CDC guidance is exactly that. It's guidance, but every state's different. They got different scenarios, and we're dealing with the Georgia scenario. And like Dr. Redfield said, and Dr. Toomey and I both agree, if there's a vaccine sitting in a freezer somewhere, that is not what we want. We want.
That is the part that I was just, did you hear that? That's not what they want. If it's sitting in a freezer somewhere, that is not good. That's not what they want. Why in the hell would it be sitting in a freezer? You would wonder. I know why. Man, this is crazy.
Want somebody to be getting it, and that's why we're expanding the criteria. From all indications that I know, we're going to continue to receive shipments of the vaccine, and we're going to do everything in our power to get it administered as quickly as we can to the people that need it in an orderly fashion. And I'll let Dr. Toomey speak to the amounts.
Oh boy, in an orderly fashion. Listen to what she says. In an orderly fashion. Right here. Oh my gosh. They're going to distribute it where? In an orderly fashion, folks. Criminals.
This always happens. I get stuck up, but hey, this is I wear my mask. In Metro Atlanta, we are actively vaccinating now. So it isn't a lack of vaccines. It's just really having the capacity to vaccinate the number of people who want it, which is a good thing, that there are healthcare workers here who want to be vaccinated. And that's why, yesterday when we met with the Metro health directors, we thought that the best way to address this is to have a mass vaccine clinic, several of them probably throughout the metro area.
Oh, I bet she wears her mask, doesn't she? They're going to have a mass, this vaccine ready and available. They're going to make sure they have multiple clinics, multiples.
Just in Atlanta, but in a number of areas, and they're working together right now on that. And I suspect we may see it as early as next week, as we must ensure we have enough vaccine, but we are likely can do like 5,000 in a single clinic, and that's what we're aiming for. But right now we are vaccinating. I know that many of the public health districts in Metro are having vaccination clinics this weekend after New Year's. And so that will continue. So it isn't that we're not vaccinating, we are, but the priority will be to get the healthcare workers, but we'll quickly move into that other phase of vaccinating, particularly the 65 and older, which is of great concern to all of us in public health.
Oh, no, it's a big concern in their pocketbook because they got to keep paying people 65 and up. SSI, union dues, etc. Boy, oh boy, if they don't tell you, they got to tell you. So you have free will to go along with the program. That's part of their black magic. And that's what the illuminated ones do. Okay. She should have her armband on with the swastika because this and old Dr. Joseph Fossey. This is this program, folks. These are programs of the same program. Okay. That's all I can say. Take it for what you want. Believe what you want. The mask. Apparently, the mask doesn't. You don't need a mask on the stairs in the governor's house because the virus doesn't exist. Because she just took it off, but she says she's an avid mask wearer. And I see people walking sometimes outside or driving in their car wearing the mask. But if you go on the playground now, or you go, depends where you're at. Certain zones, certain areas, it's off limits. The virus doesn't exist because it's a scamdemic. It's a plandemic. Nothing adds up. And if you don't know that by now, I don't think you'd be watching my channel because they don't let it go out there to many. So this is a money-making, absolutely a money-making facade. And my own governor and senators running are in on it because they've traded stock and invested in medical supply companies. Imagine that, like many have. And these people that are in this program is widespread. There's a lot of people that have profited off of our own genocide. So, got to put that out there. All right. Man, that gets me fired up, but yeah, what can you do? You can only do what we already do, is warn people and at least show them, and they have the free will to make that choice, right? Okay. I wanted to point out something on, this is interesting. It kind of goes with Mars, because I found this time lapse of Mars. And what's really interesting to me on this time lapse is the stars. And I don't know myself, so I'm going to ask you guys and see what you think, because I don't know. I'm wondering why all these stars move. Is that just the movement of stars, or what's going on here? This is a time lapse of Mars. Now, as you can see, all the stars, you see how they're stationary? That should be, but look. Then we have all these moving objects everywhere. You'll see them. And that is what I'm really intrigued about with this time lapse. Okay, I've looked at Mars a bunch, that there's objects moving. The stars. Stars are supposed to be stationary. See this one right here is moving. This one's moving closer to it. Now they're connecting. You see that right there? Okay, that's just one example. Then we have some over here. And then they'll just come and appear. See how they'll just stop blinking? And I see that with my own eyes at night. And that's usually a burnt out star that died. No, this is often, folks. See how they're moving? Now, this is what I see in the night sky at times. Blinking lights that are not stars, and they get brighter and then dim. And this is what I seen on the Grand Conjunction last week. You see these stars? These are not stars. These are not stars. They wouldn't be moving, because see these three? Orion? They're not moving. These are. This is Orion's belt. These are not moving. These are not moving right here. We got the Dipper maybe. I don't know. I'm not really good at all that. But I can tell you that these are objects that are moving in a time lapse of 4 minutes. 4-minute time lapse, and these are just in seconds. I mean, look at the movement. That's quite a bit of movement in very little time, in seconds. Look at how fast they're moving in seconds. It's like they're taking off. They're busy. They're on a mission, folks. They're on a mission. Isn't this wild? This is a great channel. I mean, he did the big grand conjunction thing with his telescope. He's also done some other stuff, but he just does some big events, like sometimes some protest sky watching things. So I want to show you his channel in a minute, but just keep an eye on all these moving objects, unidentified flying objects. Okay, that must have been a moon. The heck was that? I didn't see that before. What in the world? Little moon or a planet, Venus. I don't know. That's wild. I didn't see that last time. All right, so I hope you guys seen some of the. Oh, they're making it very blurry. I hope you guys seen some of the stars. I don't know. Do you see this the moving objects in this time lapse? Not only do we have lights on our own moon, but there are objects on Mars too, such as pyramids. Unfortunately, our history is buried from us, folks. It's really buried deep. Okay. And that's my opinion. These are my opinions, entertainment purposes only. Here is this channel, The Real Packs. Check them out. Like I said, I need to give it a little like. I've subscribed to my other channel, but I don't always use my both channels all the time for different, every video. So these are some of his videos. Oh, he's been doing lots of space. Okay, on the grand conjunction. Then he does some video game stuff. That's what I'm saying. So, in all, if you like, he's covering on a lot of the solar eclipses too. So check him out. I'll put the link right there. Check him out. Okay. Those are the things on the top of my head that I was going to go over, because that's what's been on my mind since I woke up and last night. The Mars thing, I wanted to show everybody the moving objects and connect the dots. And if you didn't see the Grand Conjunction here, I'm going to show this channel really quick. This is Free Beer Fridays. 4 minutes. It's a good video. Oh boy. Every time I try to show a certain video, it always wants to screw things up. Okay, hold on. Someone who must be talking about me, because all of a sudden my nose got really, really itchy. And now it's like, oh, I can't stop. I hope it's good talk. Okay, here we go. The Grand Conjunction.
I was just closing out the workday and looked out and saw a nice little sun dog appeared. Then I saw a flock of what they are. I don't know. They may actually be pelicans. I really don't know. But I thought, wow, isn't this like typical day after tomorrow fashion, right before the Great Conjunction? But everything went off without a hitch last night. I had this thing all set up, ready to go last night, and just was so anticipating a clear sky. And typically they came in with late day chems, and I thought, come on, don't do this to me. Let me get some shots. It did haze out some, and so photographs were not very vivid. You can see the orange glows and the stuff like that have a lot to do with the haze that was in the sky, and it got worse and worse. But I was able to zoom in, and for amateur backyard astronomy / photography, I think this did pretty good. I'm just putting up this really quick. I want to sit down tonight. I've got another clip that was like, I stayed right on it for about 15-20 minutes, and before it became too hazy, it wouldn't focus in. But I was happy, very, very happy just to get this. Like I said, small accomplishment for somebody with a little podunk camera sitting in a backyard. But it was a nice night. It was a nice, just some reflection, and I want to put together something tonight. um this is a once in my lifetime. you know I'll never see this again this close. And so I was quite happy the P900 pulled through. The Sky Demon stayed off just enough for me to pull something together. So I hope anybody out there was able to see it, even with their eyes or with their cameras, and looking forward to also just looking around tonight and see what everybody else is loading up. And so anyway, was a good day, and the Earth is still here. It's arguably still spinning around, or still stationary. And that's kind of what I want to put out tonight. Just to see some, whether it's controlled by the stars and the planets and the shifts and the spiritual, um, who knows? I don't know. I have my beliefs, but I'm not so hung up on them that I don't let my mind explore and expand into new things. But one thing we need in this planet right now is unity. If the little humans don't unify, the big bad humans are just going to completely rape us and take us down into a path that we're no longer humans anymore. And I truly believe that is what they want. They say we're a long way away from that, but it's funny because 20 years ago they were saying, with this research and technology and such transhumanism, they were making great strides. But now anytime you hear any kind of video or lecture, they kind of laughingly say, oh, this is some ways off, we're not close yet. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. But anyway, so yeah, I'd like to see people come together, apart from your beliefs, apart from what you think, and we'll see what this next generation brings. The whole Corona thing, people seem like it's like was the next 9/11, and to me, it was the next Y2K. And if my thoughts, my beliefs are correct, that means the next 9/11 is going to be quite nasty. But anyway, be well, be blessed, and exercise your higher mind today.
This is worth $50? This is worth $5? This is the exact same piece of fucking plastic. And then we said, we can't print more or else it'll be worthless. How about just don't let it be worthless? Like, people, I get inflation, but I don't. Like, just don't let it, fuck. You let this happen. You let this happen. How about you just let everything else happen too? Why?
Yeah, why don't we just let it go to digital dollars, blockchain injections with a digital dollar. Oh gosh. So that's where we're at. We have to unify. We need unity. I don't know if that's the word, unify, but we need unity, folks. And it's really mind blowing. Even to come on here and show you guys things, because I lose my concentration because it's so mind blowing. So I have a video to show you ending this little video here of mine, and it's from Zane Flat Earth, and it's called Unity, because that's what we need. And every day and all day, we need unity. And I worked on some of that over the Christmas day. Unity. of people in my life that, you know, you got to forgive and forget. And, you know, and it's all about unity and helping each other out. All right, here we go.
We got a lot to say. We got a lot of truth to say. We've risen. We've risen. We got a lot to say. We got a lot of truth to say. We've risen. We've risen. Dear God, we've risen. Dear God, we've risen. Yes, so long, we're free from hell. Show them how we're not afraid to die. Well, so long, don't lie, yeah. We'll put you down. We are martyrs of divinity, and our best will try. Standing above the crowd, we got a voice that is strong and loud. We've risen. We've risen. Ranting and pointing our fingers at everyone taking part. We've risen. We've risen. Dear God, we've risen. Dear God, we've risen. There's one way to recall. One it was that they had sent to me just before the fall. But they were so loud, they sure could yell. They took a skim on every little thing. They're so loud. I'm too smart now, your lives are all visible to the phone with the symbols I do. So I scratch my skull, peering out the window while flying overseas. Twilight amber sun glows, travels across the horizon on this flat, motionless plane created by God. Yeah, standing above the crowd, we got a voice that is strong and loud, and we follow the laws of God, cause we're so eager to identify with someone above the clouds, someone who seems to feel the same, someone prepared to lead the way, and someone who gave blood to me. Thank you, Lord, for creating me. Thank you for this life. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Thank you, Lord, for this life. Thank you for this life. They claimed all this time that we were all born free. Why then are they so surprised when we form our own unity? We got a lot to say. We got a lot of truth to say. We got a lot to say. We got a lot of truth to say. Jump down, go north to find the cross. We need to see the space to sail the last true war. To ascend we must fly, we must be purified from our sins and our lies. So fly!
And that, my friends, is Zane. Go check out Zane, Flat Earth. And on that note, we should unify for 2021, because what have they done for 2020 is opposite of unity. All right, guys, we'll have a blessed day, and maybe I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Much love.